Spartan 5 is going to include their usual starting 5, Jimmy Holman, Julian Person, and then on the bigs, Brian Clements, Dane McLaughlin, and Connor Adell. The judges will begin the ball with a half.
Well, assignment number 1 for Case will be to get defensive stops, or at least to make it very difficult as they start in a 2-3 zone for Brandeis to get offensive looks. The judges were at 60% in that first half. They shot 65, 66 for most of that first half. And there's a 3 that's missed, and the rebound's by Brian Clements. They shot 67% from the 3-point line in that first half. So a first miss is a good sign. Holman off to Dane McLaughlin inside to Clements. Clements with a soft right-handed hook, and it's good.
Well, Clements has his first field goal on the afternoon, and Spartans looking for a little bit more production from him. He's really not one of the top options on the floor offensively, but if you can get another name in the scoring books, you've done yourself a favor.
Averages 6 points per game, and that's exactly what they need out of him. Adell with good defense turns into a traveling call on Jordan Cooper. Boy, credit Connor Adell, the young man from Revere High School, the senior, with great defense that time. So this is Holman bringing it up for Case. Jimmy Holman in that opening half, just 2 points. He averages 8 on the season, breaks down the defense. Good help, though, by Brandeis. Connor Adell will hand it off, and they're going to swing it in front of that Case bench to Dane McLaughlin. McLaughlin creates a space for himself and knocks down a jumper.
Such a silky, smooth jumper from McLaughlin. This is a guy that can turn on a dime, spin on a dime. He can pull up and get body control. We talk about body control with layups, but body control with a jump shot is important, too.
So the Spartans, with another defensive stop here, has a chance to tie this game. Spot-up shot from 15 foot by Powell is missed. And here comes Case the other way.
We didn't hear much from John Powell in the first half. Only 8 minutes for the superstar for the judges in the first half.
He had 6 quick points, or 5 quick points, and then you're right. Well, Eric Black did a nice job on him defensively. Inside to Clements. Clements with a feed over to Adell, ball's loose. Here comes Brandeis the other way. Colby Smith down the floor. Dribble drive, it's Robinson laid it up and in. Robinson Vilmont. He had 10 first half points.
And he is a gutsy player, Ron. I mean, he will take it to the hole. Doesn't really matter how many white jerseys are right there up in his face. And he is as aggressive as they come. And he's scoring.
Holman steps up, misses it long. Adell with a rebound. Kicks it back to Jimmy Holman. Boy, that long rebound off the back iron was really helpful for Case. Boy, they just charged into the scorer's table, and we've got a mess. We got water everywhere. Play continues. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and Brandeis' Case is going to keep it.
Well, right there, Ron, we saw the firsthand, the all-out hustle that Brandeis has brought all season long, and as you mentioned before, it got them 2 quality wins against quality teams, and got to tip your cap. Robinson Belmont, he's a hustle player.
Connor Adell on the drive. Good feed from Julian Person. Connor with his first basket of the night. Case is within 2 again at 16:50 left in the game. Plenty of time. All sorts of time. Patience is the key. Brandeis almost throws it away. Saved by Cooper. This is Robinson Vilmont. Thought about a 3. Julian Person with good defense. Oh, they called him for a blocking foul. It's going to be Julian's 3rd foul, too. Boy, that looked like good defense to me.
Yeah, me too, Ron. And tough break for Case Western and Person. I mean, Person is as good a wing defender as you will see. I mean, he's got the tools to be a good defender at 6'7", but I mean, also he's got the proper mechanics and the footwork to defend just about any player in any type of situation.
Robinson Vilmont, they're going to swing it. Now they're going to get it back to him. He splits the defense. Shot was blocked by Bryant Clements, the senior from South High School in Willoughby, with a great job defensively.
You talk about something that they need Clements to do. They need him to block shots as well. Be aggressive around the rim and help protect that paint.
46-44. Got a huddle with the officials and a couple of the players. Brandeis will have it out under their own basket. 20 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. We have cleaned up our, if we sounded slightly distracted over the last 3 or 4 minutes, we have been. When Robinson-Vilmont went hard into the scorer's table, there's a traveling. Good defense again by Connor Edell and Brian Clements. When Robinson-Vilmont went hard, there's Brian Meehan, the head basketball coach. I always think his assistant looks like Jim Boeheim. The guy with the glasses right there. I mean, he's like Jim Boeheim's brother, twin brother. But anyways, when Robinson-Vilmont went hard into the scorer's table, it happened right in front of me and Eddy, and Brian Clements' shot is missed. McLaughlin gets the rebound, back up, good!
McLaughlin starting to heat up. I mean, probably came about the 10 or 11 minute mark when he got his first field goal, but since then he has been knocking those jumpers down.
Game's tied at 46. This has not happened. Brandeis jumped out to a 5-0 lead, and they have never looked back until this point right here. Shots up, missed. McLaughlin fights for it, knocked out of bounds, and it was off of Tim Reel. Anyways, I'm trying to continue that story. Sean McDonald, who you see there in the shot, always keeps a nice glass of water at the scorer's table here. And twice in my over 10 years of calling games, it has been knocked over and spilled all over my scorebook. Did not happen for like 8 years, and it happened last year, and now it's happened again. Timeout on the floor. Sean's going to get himself a fresh glass of water. He'll continue to badger me with it, and we'll be back.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Case is right where they want to be. They have battled since the start of this game to get into this position. Coach McDonald, in the heat of the battle, just apologized for the water mess. No apologies necessary, Sean. It's my pleasure to call the game next to him as he coaches it. So here we go. Case with a chance to take their first lead of the afternoon. And this is Holman. He'll bring the ball up against defensive pressure from Colby Smith of Brandeis. Case 11-2 on the season, and we've got an illegal screen inside. Brian Clements is going to pick up the foul. That's his second. Possession will go back to Brandeis.
Well, it's too bad. Another good-looking jumper from Jimmy Holman. Is over the last 2 games, his jumper has been falling, but unfortunately Spartans come away empty-handed there with the off-ball foul from Clements.
Cooper with a basketball in front of his teammates on that Brandeis bench. That's Cooper with the left-hand dribble. They're going to swing it now. Ball's in the middle, goes back to Cooper. Robinson-Vilmont with a long three. Rolls out, won't go, ball's tipped, and somehow that went up and in. They're going to credit Jordan Cooper with the basket, but there's like 3 Case players fighting for that rebound with Cooper.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Vilmont's got some range too. I mean, that was from Lake Erie, and it still rattled around the rim.
This is a battle. Jimmy Holman for 3, missed it short. Rebound by Powell. This is Powell inside off the glass. Good defense by Case that time. Powell just ran over Brian Clements.
You can see Clements in quite a bit of pain here, Ron, favoring that left leg a little bit and a little slow to get up. And when anytime that you collide with a young man at 6'8", 225, you're going to feel it a little bit. And luckily, he'll be able to walk off under his own power. But I have a feeling they're going to have to go without their senior big man for a little bit after that crash right there with John Powell.
Powell's going to come out of the game. There was no foul called, but there was certainly lots of controversy over it. Case thought Powell ran over Brian Clements, and certainly somebody did. Brian is on the bench right now, and he is looking like he's seeing stars. Jimmy Holman's going to bring the basketball up for Case. Coach Meehan did a nice job, I thought. A very smart move from a veteran coach. He got Cooper out of the game. The emotions are very high right now on both sides. There's certainly some words were exchanged, some nasty looks were exchanged. The officials had to get in between certain folks on both sides, and I think Coach Meehan did a very smart move as a veteran coach, and you got Powell out of the game for the meantime. That's a long three from Cooper, though. He's got 15.
And Cooper is not a guy, Ron, that takes quantity three-point shots, but he takes quality three-point shots. I mean, it doesn't take him much to get hot from that three-point arc.
Case needs a bucket. Foul's going to go against Eric Black. Going to call a player control foul against Eric. That is going to be his first foul. So the lead, or the game, was at 46. It was tied at 46 at 15 minutes left, and now that lead has stretched to 5 again for Brandeis. So they're on a 5-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Spartans looking for a big stop. This is Colby Smith with the basketball. Julian Person out on Smith. Powell has been the red-hot player here in the second half. Drive, and shot was missed. Tim Reel missed the layup. Here comes Case the other way. Spartans on the season, averaging 80 points per game. They're at 46 right now. The real story here this afternoon has been Brandeis' scoring. They average only 63 points per game as Eric Black works inside. Black off the glass, whistle on the foul. Eric doing a nice job working his body for position. Foul's going to go against 13. That's Connor Arnold. That will be his first. Eric's going to be at the line. He'll shoot 2. Black is 0 for 1 so far this afternoon from the free throw line. But back to the storyline, I think, Eddie, of this game has been the scoring and the shooting percentage, the hot shooting percentage of Brandeis. They by design try to limit their possessions to slow the game down, and they score only 63 points per game. They've got 51 already with 12 minutes left. It's
a very methodical brand of basketball, as we see Brian Clements on the bench as he tries to recover from getting tripped up by Powell. But I mean, this is a team that soaks up a lot of shot clock, and you know, for all of the good shots that it opens up for them offensively, on the other end for Case, I mean, they don't have as many chances to score because the possessions are pretty much cut in half. So Spartans have been executing offensively as well, but they still need to keep pace. As you mentioned before, they need a couple of big stops, and they need a string of stops to try to get the momentum back.
Maybe it starts now. 51-48, 12-13 to go. On the floor for Case, David and Eric Black. Nice baseline pass from Mean to Cooper. Cooper's got 17. Jordan Dean, David and Eric Black, Julian Person, along with Dane McLaughlin. They need offense and defense. They need it all from these guys. Dean missed the layup. Ball's loose. Belmont Robinson controls. Still keeps it. 3-on-2 break. Reel had the ball kick off his hand. Case trying to recover defensively. This is Colby Smith. Going to bring it back out and reset it. Boy, Brandeis has just played a great basketball game. They are in control. They've stayed in control. Every time Case has given them a shot, they've answered it. This is Tim Reel out to Colby Smith. They're going to swing it to Cooper. Colby Smith with a nice ball fake left, dribble right, beat Jordan Dean, but Jordan picked his pocket on the way to the basket. Spencer Boyd off the bench, he'll come in. Also off the bench, Nate Meehan. Nate Meehan, the coach's son, Brian Meehan. Nate just a freshman. Good player off the bench. He's hit 15 three-pointers for this team off the bench. 3 on the shot clock. Ball's tipped. In the backcourt, it's Eric Black. And here come the Spartans. High screen from Eric Black. Jordan Dean in trouble inside. Wraps around to Eric. Eric shot up, missed it. Got his own rebound. Back up, missed it, but he was fouled. Boy, that's tough work inside by Eric Black. If I was going to go against Nate Meehan, that will be his first. Black is back at the foul line where he made his last 2. 6 first half points. He's got 8 on the afternoon.
And again, Ron, another solid performance by David and Eric Black, 13 and 6 respectively coming into the half. They just continue to bring it at a high level as 2 freshmen from St. Ignatius.
Well, he's got 10 now, which is his season average. In the backcourt, it's Reel working against Spencer Boyd. This is Cooper. Going to kick it out to Reel. Splits the defense, lays it up off the glass, was fouled by Dane McLaughlin. That will be McLaughlin's second foul. Check that, only his second foul. The guards, Eddie, for Brandeis have done a nice job of breaking down Case's defense out top. They really have. They've gotten penetration consistently.
And the biggest thing, too, Ron, is they are patient. I mean, they're not going to attack you when the opportunity isn't there. They'll feel you out for the first 10 or 11, 12 seconds of the shot clock. Then that's when the holes start to open up and the defense starts to break down. And when they see that opportunity, they attack it.
Tim Reel, 3 of 3 from the foul line this afternoon. He's got 8 points as he's 4 of 4. Dane McLaughlin with the basketball. Now in front of the Case bench, it's Jordan Dean. Dean splits a double team, loses the ball out of bounds, and the judges have it. Coach McDonald wanted to push, did not get it. Spencer Boyd on Reel. Reel again breaks down that defense, kicks it out for an open look at a 3. And Jordan Cooper nails it. Cooper's got 20 points.
They paid too much attention to the dribble drive that time and forgot about the sharpshooting Cooper waiting on that 3-point line.
McLaughlin, we need it. In and out. (58-50). Largest lead of the afternoon. It's happened a couple of times. It's never been larger than 8. Timeout on the floor by Case. We'll take one, too. We'll be back for the final 10 minutes.
Experience style and sophistication at the revitalized Cleveland Marriott downtown at Key Center. An ideal location for meetings and gatherings of any size, Cleveland Marriott offers stunning views of Lake Erie and the breathtaking city skyline. Newly renovated, this 25-story Cleveland hotel boasts 400 guest rooms with sleek furnishings, an indoor pool, and fitness center. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
Case trying to figure out how to get back in this game. They have been unable to figure out Brandeis so far. Brandeis has had the lead since it was 5-0 early on. Case tied it. They tied it at 46 with 15 minutes left in the game, but over the last 6 minutes, the judges have taken control again.
And Ron, one thing that we saw the Spartans do right before we went to break was saw a little bit of a press from Spencer Boyd. It wasn't much of a press. It was a lighter press, but you know, if Sean McDonald can work a little bit of a pressure defense into the flow of the game, maybe you can disrupt the offensive flow of Brandeis a little bit and force some turnovers because they've protected the ball well too.
So here we go. Seems like a pivotal point right now. And on the floor for Case will be Jordan Dean with the basketball, handing it off to Dane McLaughlin and back to Dean. Looking inside to Eric Black. Black's got it, kicks it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin steps up from 16 feet, misses it long, and the ball's going to go off Case out of bounds. Brandeis will get it. Spencer Boyd tried to grab that rebound, couldn't quite grab it. And the judges are going to get the basketball back. Jimmy Holman's going to check in for Jordan Dean. Julian Person will check in for Dane McLaughlin.
And I like this move right here, Ron. I like putting Person on the ball. That's 6'7" wingspan. That's a good way to shut down a point guard right there, putting a big body on him.
Robinson Vilmont with the basketball, draws the defense. There's the red hot Cooper, misses this one long. And here comes Case the other way. Case trying to find their energy right now. Spencer Boyd spots up. Usually not a shooter, but we'll take that. Spencer Boyd, he is a defensive specialist, but he added some much needed spark with that three-pointer.
And he will do anything that you want him to. He is as selfless as they come. He's out there grinding and making his team better in any way he can.
Robinson Vilmont for a three, and that is what has killed Case the entire afternoon. Brandeis has always answered with a three.
That is their 7th triple of the game, Ron. Coming into the game today, they averaged just under 3.5 per game. So they have shot about double their three-point average here today in terms of makes.
Tim Reel and Robinson Vilmont out top near the half-court line for Brandeis. This is Vilmont. He shot it from out there earlier. Now it's Reel. Drawing the defense. That's Cooper for three. Missed it. Julian Person with the rebound. Brandeis is just setting up on the outside right now, trying to get some penetration inside, then they just kick it out. Holman for three in front of us. Missed it short. And the judges will come the other way. They are in no hurry, up 8 with just under 8 minutes to play. This is Reel. Going to get a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against Julian Person, or in the front court. That is his 4th. Julian Person with 4 fouls and 2 points.
They're going to have to put McLaughlin back in the game. He had only gotten a rest about a minute and a half ago, but it's going to be a workhorse of a game for the great Dane McLaughlin. They're going to ask him to do quite a bit here in these last 7 minutes and 41 seconds.
So you got Holman guarding the point. This is me and a three-point specialist again in the game. Robinson Vilmont off the dribble. And the ball went off Eric Black's hip, I believe, and out of bounds. And Brandeis will keep it. They'll have 21 seconds to shoot. Just got under 7:30 left in this ball game. This is Vilmont with the basketball. Robinson Vilmont dribbling out near half court. Now we'll hand it off to Tim Reel. Drive, the draw of the defense, and the tip off to John Powell. Like perfection. But Brandeis, you just got to give them credit. I mean, they're just playing very well. Just playing very well right now. They are doing exactly what they're trying to do. Spencer Boyd with the ball. Boyd trying to inject some offense into this Case team that is really flat right now. Jimmy Holman guarding Reel the other way. Tim Reel went right at him, as you should, drew the foul. He'll shoot 2 at the foul line. Foul's on Jimmy Holman. That is his first. Tim Reel will shoot 2. He is a 53% free throw shooter on the season, but he's 4 of 4 this afternoon. It has followed suit to the way this entire team has shot today for Brandeis.
Yeah, and what do they have? They went 9 of 10 from the line in the first half alone. And free throw wise, they have been spot on here in this entire game, the judges have.
That's the first miss of the second half. Spartans are now down 11. And they just turned it over. It was 46-46. Since that time, Brandeis has been on an 18-7 run over the last 9 minutes.
They're going to have to find some offensive production from somebody, because both David and Eric Black, one of your top 2 spark plugs off of the bench, come off of the floor, and you go a little smaller with Clark and Holman back in the game.
Robinson Vilmont. Meehan inside to Powell. Here comes Case the other way. Spencer Boyd seen extended minutes late in the second half. This is Clark. It's Brian Clements with a nice ball fake. Draws a foul and missed the shot, but he's going to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Nate Meehan. That'll be his second. And Brian Clements will shoot 2 free throws.
Good to see Clements back into the game after that crash with Powell earlier. He was seeing stars, as you had said, for a little bit, but he's back and going to try to get the Spartans some points. And the free throw line is one good way to do it.
Clements makes them both. Case is 6 of 6 from the foul line in the second half. Boy, Tim Reel he really faked that one. I mean, that was, Spencer Boyd was barely on him, and Reel just dropped his shoulder and acted like Boyd had hit him. That was, it's a nice play by Tim Reel. You got to give him credit. That is 17 fouls for Case, so Reel's going to go to the foul line where he is 5 of 6. He'll be in the 1-and-1 situation. And he misses the first one, and Case couldn't get the rebound. Meehan snuck in there. Nate Meehan snuck in and got that rebound. Matt Clark stole the pass. Here comes Case. Now's the time, Eddie. Down 9, 5:45 left. They need buckets and stops. Coach McDonald trying to find some combination that's going to work. Matt Clark splits the defense. It has been an offensive struggle for this Case team this second half. They just not have been able to find somebody to get a hot hand.
Well, the good news for the Spartans is they do have their most dynamic scorer, the Great Dane, on the floor, so you would imagine he'll get some opportunities.
Meehan, he can shoot the 3, leaves this one short, ball's loose, and it was tipped, and Brandeis will get it back with a fresh 35. So 3 off the bench for the judges, including Mr. Everything for them this afternoon, Jordan Cooper. He comes back into the game. He wears number 10. He's got 20 points.
You want to talk about one of the most talented and young stars on the rising freshman in the league, Jordan Cooper. He is definitely in that realm with his 20 points and just everything that he does on the other end of the floor.
This is him with the basketball running into Spencer Boyd. Called a foul on Boyd. That will be Spencer's second. Cooper's going to go to the line.
It's been a tough 3 or 4 minutes from Spencer Boyd. I mean, they ask him to defend some of the top offensive players for the judges and gets called for 2 kind of ticky-tack fouls. Just a tough break for a really hard worker and an asset to this team in Spencer Boyd.
66-57. Inside 5 minutes. Robinson-Vilmont picks the pocket of Matt Clark. They tie it up. Possession arrow will stay in Case's favor. Julian Person will check back into the game. Person has been plagued by foul trouble. He's got 4. He has only 1 basket in this game. He's a double-figure per game average starter, and he has struggled like his teammates. That's Jimmy Holman for 3, and that will help. 6-point game, Eddie. If they ever needed a stop, they need it right now. Now, the pattern has been Brandeis comes down and hits a 3. Vilmont thought about it. Robinson-Vilmont thought about it. They're going to weave out front. This is Cooper. There's Robinson-Vilmont. There's the 3, and he misses it long, but they get the rebound.
They were looking for that 3 the entire way, trying to put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. But again, another offensive board. They've been excellent on the offensive glass.
Cooper with a ball fake. Cooper's going to drive in. Clements did a nice job sticking with him. He's going to draw the foul. Cooper will get 2 free throws. Clements with 3 fouls. Cooper is 5 of 6 from the foul line this afternoon.
And for the moment, Ron, it's a pretty small lineup for the Spartans, just trying to get back in the game offensively. Clements really your only rim protector here, so to speak. So he did all he could, but guilty of a foul.
Cooper with 23 points. Inside 4 minutes to play. The storyline in this game has been Brandeis' shooting. Jimmy Holman spots up, knocks it down. Holman's got the last 2 shots. Judges led 5-0. They led by 6 at halftime. They stretched the lead to 11 in the second half. Case had tied it at one point at 46. And now the game is back to 5 with 3:20 left. Case has never led in this basketball game. Robinson-Vilmont off of Spencer Boyd. Block shot by Boyd and Clements. Vilmont got his own follow, though. Boy, those are the kind that just rip your heart out as a coach. You get a defensive stop, and then somehow a 5'11" guard gets a rebound under the basket and puts it back up and in. Holman again. Missed the shot. Long rebound. Brandeis will bring it down. Trap out front. Brandeis does a nice job of swinging it. Work it inside. Now back out. That's Robinson-Vilmont for 3. Missed it long. Tip won't go. Julian Person down with a rebound.
And trapping is probably the way to go at this point in the game, Ron, because they've neglected a couple early threes because it's early in the shot clock.
Jimmy Holman has shot the ball on 4 straight possessions. He's made 2, he's missed 2. Spencer Boyd trying to steal it. He does. Julian Person comes up with it. Case needs a bucket. We're approaching 2 minutes. They're down 7. They're going to get a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1, 2. Spartans are down 7. 2:13 left. We'll be back.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
At this point, the difference in the game has been inside, points in the paint. Case has been outscored by 10 inside in this basketball game. And it's interesting because Brandeis has made so many threes from the outside, you'd think the difference would be there, but statistically, they have made hay this afternoon by beating Case inside. Spartans are going to have it. Ball under their own basket. Down 7 with 2:13 left. McLaughlin will get the inbound. He'll hand it off to Person. Julian gets a screen, shot off the glass and good.
There's a big one from the 6'7" senior. Person got a lot of tough ones to fall on Friday against New York University. Another highly contested layup, but luckily it goes for the Spartans.
This is Robinson Vilmont working against Dane McLaughlin. Now it's Colby Smith. Here's David Black trying to get a foul. It's a double bonus situation for Brandeis. They'll shoot 2.
And they have had great success at the stripe today, 16 of 20. They have made more free throws than the Spartans have attempted from the charity stripe.
Case is going to need a couple of those right now. That's Connor Arnold. He makes 1 of 2. 3-possession game or a 2-possession game if you hit threes. Inside a minute 45. That's Julian Person for 3. Julian Person has 7 second-half points. He had not scored in the second half until just 30 seconds ago. Boy, they're going to call that on David Black. Robinson Vilmont's going to go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Case with good pressure that time. Vilmont was kind of out of control, but the foul will go against Case.
Boy, I can't remember the last time Robinson Vilmont, if he did come out of the game. He's played 35 minutes on the stat sheet, and he's got a couple more. It's been a couple minutes since the sheet last came out, but he has played a complete game for them.
He's got 19 points. He has been smooth as silk in this second half. Lead is back to 5. Can Case answer? This is Holman and David Black. Back to Jimmy Holman. We're approaching a minute 15 left to play. Holman for 3, it's going to be short. Dane McLaughlin fights for the rebound. He'll spot up for a 3 and hit it. Robinson Vilmont is on the floor. He was injured in that play at some point. They're going to take a time on the floor to tend to him. We'll take one too. Spartans are down 2. 68 seconds are left. We'll be back.
Experience style and sophistication at the revitalized Cleveland Marriott downtown at Key Center. An ideal location for meetings and gatherings of any size, Cleveland Marriott offers stunning views of Lake Erie and the breathtaking city skyline. Newly renovated, this 25-story Cleveland hotel boasts 400 guest rooms with sleek furnishings, an indoor pool, and fitness center. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
There's Sean McDonald and his Case Spartans huddled around. Remember, they were down 11. They were down 11 with 6:39 left in this game, and now they're down 2 with a minute 8 left. And if Brandeis is going to be without the services of that young man, Robinson Vilmont, as you can see in this wide shot of him walking off the floor, that will be a big blow for them because, as Eddy pointed out just moments ago, he has not left the floor in the second half, and he has been the catalyst of everything that they have done. There's a look at Robinson Vilmont. He got his bell rung in the middle of a play near the foul line on Case's last possession. Spartans hit a 3 out of it. Dane McLaughlin hit it.
And how about that 3 from Dane McLaughlin? I mean, he had probably 3 hands right in his face, fading away from that 3-point line. That's a big shot. That's a big shot. I mean, they are right back in this game, Ron. With 68 ticks left, a 1-possession game. If you get a stop you're in business.
So if Brandeis stays true to form, they'll try to get penetration and kick it out to someone setting up in a corner to shoot a three. That has been their MO this entire second half, and it's been a very good one for them. It has worked. This is Tim Reel. Case has had a hard time guarding him off the dribble. Dave McLaughlin gets the challenge this time. Carlin Heyman is now in the game for Brandeis in place of Robinson Vilmot. That was Heyman who just passed the ball. This is Reel with it. 14 on the shot clock. Ball was tipped by Julian Person out of bounds. 12 seconds to shoot. 44 in the game clock. Case is down 2. Colby Smith will inbound it for Brandeis. Reel with the basketball. 8 seconds to shoot. Reel looking for something. 4 seconds to shoot. Heyman with a three at the shot clock. Air ball. And here comes Jimmy Holman the other way. 30 seconds. Case is down 2. Can they tie it and send this game to overtime? Or could they win it with a three? Julian Person with a ball fake. Gets a lane off the glass. Missed it, but he was fouled. Julian Person with 21 seconds is going to go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you had to take what was going to be there, Ron, and you knew that they were going to defend the three-point line because the Spartans have fantastic three-point shooters. You had to get something in the paint and give a lot of credit to Person for recognizing that, running into two blue jerseys and getting to the line to a chance to tie.
Boy, I tell you what, if I'm Julian Person, I'd rather shoot in a gym that's loud, so loud that I can't even hear. The hometown crowd got so quiet. We'll do it again. I feel like Person is lining up for a winning putt at the Masters. I mean, you could hear people breathing in this gym as he lined up to shoot those free throws. That is crazy.
That's really something. I had no idea it was even capable of getting this back. There's a good 100, 150 people in the building, and every single one of them just dead silent. How about that?
Game is tied. We've got 14 seconds to play. This will go down to the final shot. Reel's got it for Brandeis. We're at 7 seconds. We're at 5. Reel with penetration off Eric Black. Shot was missed. Ball's loose. 1 second. Calling a timeout as he goes out of bounds. No timeout. Game's over. At least regulation. We're going to overtime.
Great job, Wayne.
Wow. Case has come all the way back. They were down 11 with 6 minutes to go. They were looking like they were done. But they came back and tied this game late on 2 Julian Person free throws and then held Brandeis on one last offensive possession, and we're headed to overtime. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back for the 5 minutes of overtime right after this.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
We are headed to overtime. 5 minutes of OT. Game's tied at 72. Eddy, Case was down 64-53 with 6:39 left. They then went on a 19-8 run in that final 6:39 to send this game to overtime. What happened?
They stuck true to themselves, Ron. They stuck to the game plan, and they took what the defense gave them. Sometimes In times of adversity, you tend to change things up a little bit. I don't think that Case particularly changed a thing. They kept the main personnel on the floor that they wanted. They got some scorers, and they did get some good shots to drop. And again, the two humongous free throws from Julian Person exactly when they needed it most.
They get the opening tip. Jimmy Holman will set it up on the first offensive possession of this overtime for Case. That's McLaughlin. He hit a big shot late. Real huge three. That's Holman off to the Great Dane. Ball fake, steps up. That one's long. Too much on that one. And Cooper down with a rebound. This is Cooper with the basketball. He had 23 points in regulation. He was fantastic. Tim Reel rather. He was mean offensively. It was hard for Case to guard him in that regulation play. Broke down the defense very well. 8 seconds to shoot. This is Timmy Reel again. Reel with Eric Black on him. He's going to spin, going to get it to Cooper. Cooper with a wild shot, partially blocked. Boy, they're going to say David Black fouled him, or Eric Black. We'll have to. Fouls on David Black. Cooper's going to go to the line. He'll shoot 2. 3 fouls on David Black. Cooper at the foul line this afternoon is 6 of 8. .24 points for Cooper. He averages 11 on the season. He makes them both. Case thought they had the defensive stop. They thought they had a clean block by David Black. It turned into a foul and 2 free throws by Jordan Cooper. Now they have to answer. Julian Person. Dane McLaughlin dribbles in, lost the ball. Eric Black tries to get it. He's in trouble. They kick it back out. Person with a ball fake. Julian got stripped on his way to the basket. It's going to be a foul on the floor, no shooting. Foul's going to go against John Powell. No, not John Powell, he's not in the game. But he said 22, number 2. Foul was on number 2, and that's Colby Smith. That's his first. Inbounds to Julian Person, shoots a 3. It was long, he missed it. Case wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Got an air ball. And Brandeis with the basketball. They lead this overtime 2-0. 3:33 left to play. David Black almost got a steal. Cooper, Colby Smith, and Timmy Reel out top for Brandeis. It's Cooper working hard. Missed a shot. Dane McLaughlin with the rebound.
Well, they got the game clock all the way down to 3:14 off of that possession, and the Spartans only had 2 offensive possessions. That's something.
Got a foul away from the ball. We're going to have a 1-and-1 situation as Case now enters the bonus. It'll be Julian Person. Foul's going to go on Tim Reel. That's his 3rd. So Person's up for the 1-and-1.
And wow, it got just as quiet as it did last time for those last 2 free throws for Person.
It is Sunday. It's like it's a church in here. Somebody's whistling behind us. Julian Person has hit 4 huge free throws. 2 to send the game into overtime and 2 to tie it here inside 3 minutes left. Cooper with the basketball with Eric Black on him. This is Colby Smith with Holman. Now it's Reel. Good first step, shot and made it. Boy, he's just been tough to stop. His first step is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, really nothing else you could have done there for the Spartans. I mean, you put your best defender, your most experienced defender in the Great Dane on him, and Reel finds, again, another way to get around him. Unbelievable.
How's this kid only averaging 6 points per game for the season? They needed that miss, and they got it. Tim Reel has either been underperforming after 13 games or just having the game of his life this afternoon against Case, because he has been unstoppable off the dribble. This is Julian Person with a ball fake. Soft shots up, missed it long, and Cooper with the rebound. Spartans are down 2. We're at about 2 minutes left in this overtime. Here's Reel again. Dane gives him a little room. Colby Smith with Holman on him. This is Arnold. 8 seconds to shoot. Tim Reel, they'll give him that 3. They just don't want him to penetrate. Cooper with a long fadeaway, and it's good. Boy, that's a money shot. Wow. Got to give him credit.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
27 points for Cooper. Spartans are down 4 with 1:35 left. Dane McLaughlin for 3, missed it short. Now they're really going to take the air out of the ball here. 1:16 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock.
They're going to try to get it under 50 by the time this possession is over.
Case gets a stop. They're very much in this game. Six seconds to shoot. Holman with a steal. Pass ahead to David Black. Can they get to it? Boy, Colby Smith did a great job of hustling down the floor, sprinting down the floor, and saving that possession for Brandeis. Otherwise, David Black gets a layup, and it's a 2-point game. Now Case is going to have to work for it. Timeout on the floor. 53 seconds left. We'll take 1-2. We'll be back.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan Athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
Everyone loves a comeback, right? Especially when that comeback is Queso Diablo from Qdoba, full of spicy satisfaction to take you straight to queso bliss. That fiery, smoky sensation you've been craving has returned. Celebrate the comeback of Queso Diablo, available now and for an infinite time, only at Qdoba Mexican Grill.
Well, if you want drama, you've got it. That might be Pirates of the Caribbean music or something playing inside the Horsburgh Gymnasium here. Maybe it's Harry Potter, but it's theatrical music, it's drama, and we've got that with this basketball game. It's been a great one. I mean, give the judges credit of Brandeis. They have played a fantastic game. They have led Case the entire way, but give the Spartans equal credit because they have never given up. They've been down as many as 11 late in this game, and they keep coming back. Can they come back one more time? They've got 53 seconds to do it, and they're down 4. Here we go. Holman with a deep inbound to Dane McLaughlin. Back to Jimmy Holman. That's Julian Person with a ball fake, dribbling against Cooper, going to force up a shot. It goes, and he was fouled. Julian Person has been unbelievable in the last 5 minutes.
He has been clutch here this afternoon, everywhere from the free throw line and dribbling with no room to work with against the Brandeis defense, and somehow he finds a way to get it to go, try to bring the Spartans within 1.
Person's got 14 points. 12 of those 14 in the second half, and I think 10 of those 12 in the last 5 minutes of not only regulation but the overtime. It's a 78-77 game with 43 seconds left. We are in overtime. Case in a full court press. They brought in Spencer Boyd, their defensive specialist, to work in the backcourt. I imagine you'll see situational substitutes with him the rest of the way out. Boy, Spencer Boyd had all ball. They're going to call a foul on Boyd in the backcourt. It looked like he had all ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough day at the offense. Couple ticky-tack fouls on Boyd.
So that's going to send Timmy Reel to the free throw line. David Black's going to enter for, I believe, probably Spencer Boyd as they'll situational sub here down the final 38 seconds. And Reel misses the front end. So Black's coming in. Spencer's going to take a seat. Timeout, Brian Meehan. Brandeis has called a timeout. We'll take one, too. It's a 2-point game. 38 seconds left.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan Athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
Everyone loves a comeback, right? Especially when that comeback is Queso Diablo from Qdoba, full of spicy satisfaction to take you straight to queso bliss. That fiery, smoky sensation you've been craving has returned. Celebrate the comeback of Queso Diablo, available now and for an infinite time, only at Qdoba Mexican Grill.
On the floor for the final 38 seconds of overtime for Case, David Black will inbound it. Jimmy Holman, Dane McLaughlin in the backcourt. Then in the front court, we've got Eric Black and Julian Person. This is Holman crossing the timeline. Holman working against Smith. Julian Person with a ball fake. It's about a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Person with another ball fake, dribbles in, shot off the glass, good, and a blocking foul. Blocking foul, so Julian Person will go to the foul line. He'll shoot a bucket.
And he just continues to deliver in the biggest of ways for the Spartans. I mean, they've double teamed him off of the penetration. They have not allowed him any room. Needless to say, Person has risen to the occasion.
Situational sub. Boyd will go in for Black. David Black will take a seat. A defensive sub for Case as Spencer Boyd comes back in the game. This is Julian Person at the line. Case with their first lead of the game. This is their first lead of the game. 18 seconds left. This is Cooper working against Eric Black. Shot was missed. Rebound by Dane McLaughlin. A foul in the backcourt. Boy, two guys are down. They went down hard fighting for that rebound. I think one of them is Cooper. What a game he's had. He rolled his right ankle. He's up. Dane McLaughlin is up. Both players are thankfully up. And the great Dane's going to go to the free throw line. I cannot stress enough, with 21 seconds left in this overtime, that was the first lead of the game for Case. McLaughlin's going to shoot. He'll shoot two because Case is in the double bonus. Both teams are in the double bonus.
Well, it's going to force the judges to come up with something quick offensively. That is something they have not done really for the better part of the game here, Ron. I mean, they are a slow to develop offensive team.
McLaughlin hit them both. Timeout, Brandeis. Suddenly the Case Spartans are up 3 in overtime. Brandeis will have the basketball, and we'll bring it to you when we come back.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan Athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
Everyone loves a comeback, right? Especially when that comeback is Queso Diablo from Qdoba, full of spicy satisfaction to take you straight to queso bliss. That fiery, smoky sensation you've been craving has returned. Celebrate the comeback of Queso Diablo, available now and for an infinite time, only at Qdoba Mexican Grill.
So here's the storyline. Sean McDonald and his Case Spartans are breaking their huddle. Brian Meehan and his Brandeis judges still in theirs. 11.8 seconds left in overtime here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Case is up 3. Brandeis will have the basketball. On the floor for Case in the backcourt, applying pressure will be Spencer Boyd and Jimmy Holman. Both teams have 10 fouls, so both teams are in the double bonus situation. You almost wonder if you're Case, if after about, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds on the clock, if you foul.
Foul immediately. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It really isn't.
So this is Colby Smith with it. Brandeis needs a 3. They've hit a lot of those. Colby Smith's going to dribble in. He's going to score. Now Brandeis will foul immediately coming out of this timeout. The judges have called the timeout. And you got to believe as soon as Case gets the ball inbound, they will foul the Spartans and send Case to the free throw line to see if they can continue to make free throws. So Coach McDonald's going to put in his all-hands team and his all-shooting team right now because he is certainly expecting an immediate foul to put Case back at the free throw line. 6 seconds are left. Spartans are up 1. They'll have the basketball. That was Colby Smith with the layup. He's got 9. Sean's drawing up his play right now. There is still plenty of time left in this game. Tim Reel's going to check back in for Brandeis.
Yeah, the 6 seconds is going to feel like an eternity. Yeah, it really will, because you expect an immediate foul and 2 more big free throws coming. Hopefully, the Spartans can get it to Person again. If they can get it to him again, and he can knock down 2 more, he's going to have the game of his life here this afternoon, Julian Person. I mean, and all of those points in the second half, too. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I have a very big gut feeling that Person is going to be a part of this last 6 seconds here once again.
So Julian Person will lead his team on the floor. Dane McLaughlin will inbound it. Jordan Dean will line up near half court along with Person. Got David Black at the foul line and Jimmy Holman. So Brandeis took a look at the setup that Case had. Now they're going to call a timeout to adjust to Case's adjustment. That's what the end of a basketball game is all about. It's a chess game. It's literally, that's why coaches save their timeouts, so they can use them all at the end when they need them. And they've certainly needed them in this just fantastic UAA basketball game here at Horsburgh Gymnasium this afternoon. There are the judges. Brian Meehan, you can see his profile right there between 24. He's drawn up his final defense. He's in his 12th season at Brandeis. He's won 163 games, lost 105. Took his team to 4 straight NCAA tournaments from 2007 to 2010. So he's done a great job at Brandeis with the judges.
And one of the great basketball minds of the UAA. I mean, he is all about X's and O's, and like we mentioned before, being methodical with the basketball offensively, because you know, they dig so deep into the shot clock and take opportunities away from their opponents. I mean, if there's one guy in the league to draw up a situation for the last 6 seconds, it would be that guy right there, Brian.
Here we go. The whistles have blown. Both teams are back out onto the floor. Case is walking out. Brandeis will follow shortly. Spartans will have the ball out under their own basket, or under Brandeis's basket. They'll have the length of the floor to go. Dane McLaughlin will inbound the pass. David Black is going to line up right at the foul line. Jimmy Holman's at the top of the key, and Jordan Dean and Julian Person are at midcourt, blanketing each sideline. They'll come out in man defense, Brandeis will. Now Tim Reel will fall back and he'll guard the inbound. They're going to get it into David Black. Black to Jordan Dean. They immediately foul Jordan Dean. Jordan Dean's an 89% free throw shooter. He's going to go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jordan Dean might not be shooting with the flair that Person has had, but still a very solid option at the free throw line in the senior point guard. Probably not a better option that the Spartans would rather have right now, with the obvious exception of Julian Person.
About a second and a half went off the clock. There's 4.5 left. Case with a 1-point lead. Jordan Dean, who has not scored a basket this afternoon, has his first points of the game in overtime to give the Spartans a 2-point lead. Missed the second. It's a 2-point game, 3.6 seconds left. We'll take 1, 2. We'll be right back.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world, one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan Athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
If you are not on the edge of your seat, and if your stomach isn't turning over, and if you don't have sweaty palms right now, you better check your blood pressure, because this game has had everything you could ask for in a college basketball game. And we've come down to this. You see the scoreboard, 3.9 seconds left. That is in overtime. Brandeis will have the basketball. They'll have the length of the floor to work it. So many questions to consider as a coach. Both teams are in the double bonus, so a foul will give Brandeis 2 free throws. You want to play tight defense so they don't get an open look at a 3. But if you play too tight of defense and you foul them, you give them 2 free throws with the clock stopped. Here we go. Eric Black will defend the inbounds pass. At 6'7", the inbounds is made. This is Tim Reel against Spencer Boyd. 3 in the air, that one's short, and Case has won the basketball game. Wow. What a great game. It really, truly is a shame someone had to lose that basketball game. That was a fantastic Division III college basketball game. Brandeis and Case shaking hands. 83-81 is your final. The Spartans improved to 12-2 on the season, and they survived today because Brandeis came to beat them, and they're just a little short. Just 1 basket short. Wow. Hopefully we're going to get Julian Person over here because he was outstanding. He was crazy unbelievable. Getting hugs from his assistant coaches and from Jimmy Holman. Julian's going to come over here and join us now. Eddy's going to give up his headset. Take a seat, Julian. You have earned it. Whew. Julian Person joins us post-game here, getting congratulations from the folks. Julian, let's discuss the last moments of regulation. Yeah. You're at the foul line, you're down 2, you get 2 free throws. The gym is as quiet as a church on Sunday morning. Absolutely. During a sermon.
I love it.
What's going through your head at that point?
Oh, you know, it's just the work we put in the offseason to say, you look good and just keep shooting that ball. And mentally, just the confidence I've been able to do by working hard this week and the past offseason. Just a lot of credit to, you know, the team we just played. They're a really good team. They just, you know, did a lot better in the second half than we did in the first half, and just got to win.
you not only made those 2 free throws to send it to overtime, you made a bucket and 4 more free throws in the overtime, if I'm correct. You made the bucket and the foul, you got a 3-point play and ones. You're a senior, you're playing a team, like you said, who's good. They beat Amherst, and at the time, Amherst was ranked number 1 in the country. They beat NYU. They come in here, they're shooting lights out. They never score this many points. They couldn't miss today, but somehow, some way, you and your teammates found a way to win that game.
It's you know, they're a great team. They've got great shooters, and the first half they couldn't miss. The second half we played a lot better. We you know, toughed it out on D, and that's what our team's about. You know, we play tough D, and we make smart plays on offense, and that's what got us back in the game. We were down by 10 and like 5 minutes left in the game, and you know, that's the confidence we have in ourselves, and you know, it's a fun team to play against, like you said.
You were down 64-53 with 6 minutes to go, down 11. You came back. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Julian Person, another fine job.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
We'll see you in a few weeks.
See you in a few weeks. Good luck. Spartans are 12-2. Julian Person had 16 points in the game. 14 of those 16 in the second half, and most of those at the end of the regulation and into overtime. He was outstanding, as well as the rest of his teammates.